Alright, this is take two, now that I actually have my microphone plugged in for once. You know my name by now, at least I hope you would. This is what, episode 15 in the ninth season of a show? Yeah, welcome back. Here, Sunday stayed the same, it's just that we had another one the day before, and it's gonna stay like this because I hate myself. Welcome back. Hunger Games, last time we ended up doing Afmal. I don't know how to say that. This time we're doing Forgotten Characters. The premise of this was that these are all episodes we've done before, but these characters did not appear in those episodes. So let's start with Disney princesses. Kida from Atlantis. Yeah, not Treasure Planet. The Lost Treasure of Atlantis. Princess Giselle from... I don't forget. What's she from? Frick. It was a really funny movie. It was really funny. Forget what it was. I know where she's from. Know what it is, though. And then Sophia the First, who did appear in Disney Junior and lost, but apparently belonged in Princesses, so okay. Next up, we have from the we have characters forgotten from the TMNT 2012, being the villains Slash, Leatherhead, and Shinigami. Up next, forgotten from our FNAF episode, we have Montgomery Gator, Cassie, and Gregory. Up next, forgotten from our Kingdom Hearts episode, we have Jack Skellington, Mulan, and Hercules. Forgotten from DreamWorks, we have Mr. Snake, Poppy, and Timothy Templeton. Forgotten from Hocus Pocus, we have Thackeray Binks, the Manual of Witchcraft, and his dad. I really think you were stretching for a third one from this. Not gonna lie. Forgotten from Bowser's Minions, we have Topper, Harriet, and Rango. And then forgotten from Blue characters, the Blue Fairy, Zero Suit Samus, and Jasmine. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna say that I feel like some of these picks would not have exactly been better suited. Like I know, okay. Jasmine, I don't understand putting her here because she was remembered in another episode. It was the very fact that she was remembered for another episode that she wasn't put in the episode you said she was forgotten in. But, okay, whatever. This is your cast list. I didn't feel like changing it. With that being said, Zero Suit Samus is one that I'm sad didn't get put in, but I didn't make the cast list, so I actually will root for Samus. And, Kida, because I like Kida and I like Atlantis. It's a great, good-ass Disney movie. Watch it. Alright, proceed. Tribute stand the podiums, horn sounds, Poppy's taking a sickle, Jack is running, alongside Mr. Snake, Jasmine, and Topper. Kida sets off an explosive, killing the Manual, Leatherhead, Tim, and Hercules. Okay, well that's an... Well, for once the bloodbath is actually living up to its name. The Blue Fairy, Gregory, Mulan, and Bink shared everything they've gathered before running. Rango finds some bows and arrows in a quiver. Harriet runs. Giselle finds a bag full of explosives. The Shinigami receives a trident from inside the cornucopia. A dad finds some bows and arrow in a quiver. Slash grabs a shovel. Montgomery Gator runs away. Sophia runs away. Cassie grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. And Samus runs away. Samus picks flowers. Kida is pricked by thorns of picking berries. Harriet receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Jack and Mr. Snake split a search for resources. A dad receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Jasmine makes a wooden spear. Sophia unknowingly eats toxic berries. Giselle travels to higher ground. Rango practices his archery. Topper receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Montgomery Gator camouflages himself in the bushes. Slash receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. The Blue Fairy tends to Mulan's wounds. Shinigami hunts for other tributes. Binks receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Gregory and Cassie hunt for other tributes. Poppy accidentally steps on a landmine. Monkey Mutts fill the arena. Okay, this is going by fast. Slash survives. The Blue Fairy uses Harriet as a shield from the Monkey Mutts. A dad, Mr. Snake, and Bink survives. Mulan dies from internal bleeding caused by a monkey mutt. Jack survives. Rango is dead. Gregory survives. Montgomery Gator is dead. Samus survives. Topper is dead. Giselle injures Cassie and leaves her for the monkey mutts. Kida survives. Shinigami survives. Jasmine dies from internal bleeding caused by a monkey mutt. 13 cannon shots before the first day is over. The Manual from District 9, Leatherhead from District 3, Tim from District 8, Hercules from District 6, Sophia from District 2, Poppy from District 7, Harriet from District 10, Mulan from District 6, Rango from District 11, Montgomery Gator from District 4, Topper from District 10, Cassie from District 4, and Jasmine from District 12. With that, over half of the cast is already dead. Over half of the cast is already dead. From 24 survivors to merely 11. Districts 4, 6, and 10 are already out. And you know what? Normally I'd try and reset at this point because I think it'd be too many gone early. But with the new schedule being 2 for a week, I think you can afford 1 disappointment a week. So that and both of my picks are still alive, and I kind of want them to win because this is an episode I kind of care about. Don't tell anyone! It's still on, okay. Keita and Gregory huddle for warmth. Binks receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Mr. Snake goes to sleep. Blue Fairy tends to her wounds. Slash, Samus, a dad, and a Shinigami sleep in shifts. Giselle lets Jack into her shelter. Keita and Slash were together for the day. Mr. Snake sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Jack searches for a water source. Giselle receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Samus scares the Blue Fairy off. Binks makes a wooden spear. A dad searches for a water source. Gregory camouflages himself in the bushes, and Shinigami receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Oh, hey, look at that. It's slowed down with no cannon shots. Shinigami, Gregory, and a dad discuss the games that might happen in the morning. I think him being called a dad is going to make me laugh. Just like Octopussy from James Bond. I can't say that. It's like Benoit balls. You see, you can't do it. Fucking Octopussy will always make me laugh. Slash lets Mr. Snake into a shelter. Banks receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. The Blue Fairy, Keita, Giselle, and Jack track down and kill Samus. Damn it, Keita! No, you weren't supposed to do that. You're one of the 2 I was rooting for. Giselle questions her sanity. Slash goes hunting. Gregory diverts Jack's attention and runs away. Shinigami, Keita, a dad, Mr. Snake, and the Blue Fairy hunt for other tributes. Binks sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. 1 cannon shot, and it's Samus from District 12. So, from 11 to the top 10, Districts 4, 6, 10, and 12 are completely out. Binks cooks his food before putting his fire out. Giselle receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Keto defeats a dad in a fight but spares his life. Shinigami questions his sanity. Gregory attempts to start fire but is unsuccessful. Slash receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. The Blue Fairy is unable to start fire and sleeps without warmth. Mr. Snake receives clean water from an unknown sponsor, and Jack bleeds out due to untreated injuries. The cornucopia has more stuff in it, so Keita, Binks, Shinigami, Slash, Giselle, and Mr. Snake decide not to go, as a dad and the Blue Fairy track down and kill Gregory. Shinigami goes hunting. Keita tries to sleep through the entire day. Giselle, a Blue Fairy, a dad, Slash, and Binks hunt for other tributes as Mr. Snake dies from an infection. 3 more cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Jack from District 5, Gregory from District 5, and Mr. Snake from District 7. So Districts 3, 4, 5, 7, 10, and 12 are completely out. From 10 survivors to 7. Let's keep going. Slash attempts to climb a tree but falls to his death. Did he fall or did the tree fall? Very important distinction. Shinigami, a dad, Blue Fairy, and Giselle run into each other and tell ghost stories to lighten the mood. Keita receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Hi, Milo. And Binks dies from hypothermia. A dad goes hunting. Shinigami, Giselle, and Keita hunt for other tributes. A Blue Fairy goes hunting. Proceed. There are 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Slash from District 2 and Binks from District 8. You know, this is kind of going the opposite of how the last one went, because yesterday it was mostly males in the final 4. No, it was the final 5, and once 5th place is figured out, it was a guaranteed male winner. And then now we're at the final 4, and it's 3-1 odds that a female is going to win. Anyways, district placement, districts out is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, and 12. How many was there? So from 7 to 5. Yeah. Giselle and Keita run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Oh no, you're right. It is the exact opposite because it was the final 5. It is the exact opposite because a dad accidentally stepping on a landmine means we're down to the final 4 and a guaranteed female winner, which is the opposite of yesterday. Okay, cool. Shinigami thinks about winning, and a blue fairy passes out from exhaustion. A blue fairy sees a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Giselle tries to spearfish the trident. Kita thinks about home. Shinigami falls into a pit and dies. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. A dad from District 9 and Shinigami from District 3. So, Districts 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12 are completely out. 3 more survivors, from 5 to 3. Kita and the Blue Fairy run into each other on the side of truce for the night. Giselle bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Blue Fairy dies from hypothermia. Hey, I win! What is her full name? Kita Nadak. Kita Nadak. I thought her full name was like Kita Dash or something. Yeah, the winner is Kita. Yippee! Alright, so placement time. Here we go. In 24th, a manual of witchcraft. So a literal book got last. In 23rd, Leatherhead. In 22nd, Timothy Templeton. A magic book and a mutant crocodile were both beaten by a regular ass dad. Okay. In 21st, Hercules, who was beaten by a little girl. Oh my god. Who was beaten by Poppy, who's probably the size of my pointer finger. Harriet, okay, that makes sense to lose to. In 18th, Mulan in 17th, Rango in 16th, Montgomery Gator in 15th, Topper in 14th, Cassie in 13th, Jasmine in 12th, Zero Suit Samus in 11th. That's right, with that event early on. There's so little. Oh boy. In 10th, with a single kill to his name, it's Jack Skellington. In 9th, Gregory. In 8th, Mr. Snake. In 7th, Slash. In 6th, Thackeray Binks. In 5th, with a single kill, the dad of Thackeray Binks. In 4th, our farthest going pacifist is Shinigami. In 3rd, with 2 kills, you have Princess Giselle. I think it's just a princess movie. I don't know. Is it really just a princess movie? I don't know the title of it. Oh, let's see. In 2nd, with 3 kills, the Blue Fairy. And the winner is Kita, with 5 kills. Impressive. Actually, about average length, because last episode they just refused to die. In 12th, District 6. In 11th, 10. In 10th, 4. In 9th, 12. In 8th, 5. In 7th, 7. In 6th, 2. In 5th, 8. In 4th, 9. In 3rd, 3. In 2nd, 11. And in 1st, 1. There you have it. That's going to conclude Forgotten Characters Hunger Games Simulator. No, we will not be running tomorrow, but next Saturday you can look forward to classic literature characters. Thank Draco for this one if you liked it. If you want to see all these episodes, go look for them. Just know that there's Disney Princesses, 2012 TMNT, FNAF, Kingdom Hearts, DreamWorks, Hocus Pocus, Bowser's Minions, and Baloo characters. Okay, bye.